free site visits by an architect. Most of the potential patron, client, want free site visits from an architect so that they can be satisfied before handing over the project responsibility to the architect, and some architects even visit the site for free in the lure of getting the project. Those architects see that visit as an investment to take the project. Compliance with all the standards is doubtful in these types of projects, because both the potential patron, client, and the architect cannot complete the project by resorting to cunning. Both the potential patron, client, and the architect need to be trustworthy, positive, and transparent to each other for the project to be completed properly. When potential patron, client, tries to become architects themselves and try to understand the entire project design over the phone call and demand the free design samples, project presentations, 3D view, walkthrough videos, etc., potential patron, client, start giving big examples if the architect is not ready for free service. Potential patron, client, forgets that the example they are giving is either a big business group or a big businessman, or they have given an invitation agreement. They are confident that they will not let the architect suffer. They are not individual potential patron, client, on whom there is no standard of trust. Part professional charges in advance or security money or a written agreement with security money is necessary to trust the individual potential patron, client. The services provider always works to earn money and strengthen its portfolio. That's why the service provider can never cheat any potential patron, client, because he also works for his name fame. Some potential patrons are honest, they pay the architect's professional fee on time, never bother. Some potential patrons, clients, make such pretense that for one reason or the other withhold the professional charges of the service provider and do not give it even after repeated requests from the service provider. And some potential patrons, clients, quarrel over demanding professional fees and find the faults in the work, which are not done by an architect, which are the mistakes made by the contractor or labor, mainly due to the patron, client, himself. It happens. Overall, both the services provider and the client must comply with the rules, regulations and discipline. It is very important part of our life. The time and money of both the client and the architect is valuable. Both should respect each other. The architect renders his services to the client through his education, qualification, experience and research. This is the only source of earning money of the services provider. Services provider architect also has a family like you and a professional team. Services provider architect also has expenses like you. How will architects manage their family and their professional team if clients do not honestly pay the architect's professional charges, which is the architect's hard-earned money? When the potential client forces an architect to be invited to the site, the client should pay the cost of travel and time. First of all, the advice of the architect should be taken, when and why the site visit should take place. The amount of time the architect spends on the client's site is the architect's valuable time. If the advice of the architect is not important to the client and the client is instructing the architect accordingly, the first thing that both the client and the architect should try to do is to coordinate with each other. The professional charges of architects are very less because of the intense competition, After that there is also the negotiation on professional charges. Scope of work is more as compared to professional charges. The client should also take care of this. If the client says that he does not have the money to pay the architect's fees, then the client is saying absolutely wrong. When the client has sufficient budget for new building construction or interior of their building or renovation of the building, so why is there no budget for architect's fees? Actually, the client wants to tell the architect by saying this, he will not pay him the fee. After such statement from the client, the architect should be careful and put his services on hold. If the architect has given all the designs and drawings to the clients, then the client is taking the wrong advantage of your trust. Then the architect should carefully go through the agreement you have with the client. We'll be back soon with a new topic and new video. Stay connected with us. Don't forget to like, share the channel. If you are visiting this channel for the first time, then subscribe and click on the bell icon. Hope it will help you to make aware about right decision. Thank you.